What's up, y'all out there? Today I have something pretty special for y'all. So I'm glad you tuned in, and let's just get right into it because I'm too excited to wait any longer. As you can see, I have a tie on right here, and that's because what we're doing today is classy, and it deserves a little dress up. You know, getting a little classy for this beverage. We have, for the first time on the Sully Show, some scotch. Alright, now, hang on. For the first time on the Sully Show, some scotch. This is Johnnie Walker Blue Label. Alright, comes in this cool little case. It's the airplane bottle, still. Comes in a neat little case. You open it up. And there she is, sitting inside, ready to be drank. Now, if you don't know what Johnnie Walker Blue Label is, while I get it poured up, I'm going to give you the very quick rundown. And basically, it's the top line of Johnnie Walker. At least, as far as I know. It's the top line. They got like black label, green label, red label, and blue label. Blue label is the top out of all those. So, very classy stuff. It is still a twist top. Don't know what's up with that. Don't know why. But let's get it poured up. I am very excited for this one right here. Make sure we get every last drop out of there. Expensive drops we'd be leaving behind. Let's give it a smell test. See what we're picking up on the aromatic side of things. It smells like nothing we've smelt before. It smells very different, very unique. I would definitely say a little wood, a little like natural wood in there, a little bit of smoke. There's a very strong smell that I can't quite put my hands on. Can't quite get my my sniffer. Can't quite get the sniffer to describe it to me well enough there. It smells good though. But it smells a lot like some natural wood. That's probably the main thing that I can smell, that I can think of, would be natural wood. Let's go ahead, give it a sip, put it on some ice, and get into the details. It tastes very smoky. I guess first off the bite. It's about as harsh as I like, but lasts too long, I'll say. I'll say that. One tasting note I'll give is, a lot of times after you've had a sip or two, you know, smell it again, and sometimes you'll be able to pick up some smells. Now that you've been able to taste it, sometimes you'll be able to pick up some extra smells. It's kind of working this time, but not really. I'm getting a very strong smoky taste. Almost I don't know. I got a very strong, like, almost like a liquid smoke taste, like you just licked wet wood that has been being used for smoke. Like very strong smoky flavor. And almost a little bit of smoked fish. I don't know why, but it tastes a little bit like smoked mullet, if you've ever had that. Weird. Did not expect that. That's very weird. I don't know if I particularly enjoy those flavors. However, they are very strong flavors. They are very prominent, very easy to taste, very bold. But I just don't know if I enjoy them. But let's throw it on some ice, see if the flavors have changed at all, and see if it makes it more enjoyable. Now, while that is on the ice, doing its thing, let's go over the smells to begin with. According to the Johnnie Walker website, what smells should you be detecting? And it says it's mainly smokiness. You should mainly smell that smokiness with a bit of raisins. And I do kind of feel like raisins was that thing I couldn't quite put my mind on. Is that raisins product. It's a little sweet, like some natural fruity sweetness. So I would probably say I smelled smoky and raisins. I feel like I have. The taste. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and read them off to you because there's about 17 different tastes that this should have. Alright. It should taste like vanilla, honey, rose petals, orange, hazelnut, cherry, and dark chocolate. Alright. That's a lot of different tastes to pack into a drink. Now, this is a blended Scotch whiskey, so I understand, they blend a lot of whiskeys together. Each whiskey is gonna have its own taste that it brings into the collective thing. But I feel like you're trying to do too much. Like, keep it simple. Don't try to do so much. Just give me 1 or 2 really good flavors. Don't give me 17 that aren't that good. You know what I'm saying. Now, the reason that Blue Label is so special, okay, like I said, it's blended Scotch whiskey, bunch of them put together, out of 10,000 Scotch whiskey barrels. Only 1 is selected to be Blue Label. Okay, 10,000 barrels made. Only 1 of them is selected to have that Blue Label stamped right on there. And on the bottle, I'll point this out. On the bottle, it says bottle number and gives you a little bottle number. So that's kind of cool. Shows you how exclusive that is. So they'll tell you your bottle number because there's not many of them. I mean, there's a lot, but compared to how much it is made, not many of them become Blue Label. Now, how long is it aged for? That's a tricky question when it comes to blended whiskeys because every whiskey's going to be aged for a different amount of time. However, there's a rumor out there, don't know how true this is, okay? I saw it on a few different websites, but they all said there's a rumor. So, again, can't say that for sure, don't know how true it is, but there's a rumor that the youngest whiskey, or the whiskey that's been aged the least amount of time, has still been aged for 28 years. So out of all of the whiskeys that go in there, I don't know exactly how many go into it, but the youngest one is 28 years old. And one more thing before we get into the price here. It is 40% alcohol, coming in at 80 proof. Alright, so pretty typical stuff. But this is going to be the real kicker. Alright, 750 milliliter of Johnnie Walker Blue Label. Alright, about $250 is the average price, the price that my app says it is normally worth. However, here in the great state of Virginia, here in the not very great state of Virginia, it is $400 for a 750 at the liquor store here. State run, because it's a communist state. But $400 for a 750 of Johnnie Walker Blue Label. And honestly, I'm not impressed. I'm really not. Especially for $400. Now that's why I bought the airplane bottle, because I don't have $400 to spend on the 750. But even the airplane bottle was $20 for 50 milliliters, which means each sip I take, it's probably a little over $1 a sip, because I'm probably not getting 20 sips out of it. So it's very expensive stuff. Very expensive stuff. But since it's been on ice for a minute, let's try it again and see, is it worth $400? Let's check her out. So being on ice, there's no more burn. I'm gonna let it sit a little too long. That might be my fault, but I feel like it's not, because the bite is absolutely gone. It's not even like it's there a little bit, but the next step might be gone. It's completely gone. It's vanished. It's no longer there. Flavors are the same. That heavy smokiness. I don't notice any vanilla. Maybe there's rose petal. I haven't eaten many rose petals in my day, believe it or not. It's not really part of my daily diet. Can't really tell you what those taste like. Maybe they're there, maybe they're not. I feel like it'd be better if they weren't, because who wants to drink a rose petal? Nobody. Alright? No dark chocolate. It really is kind of full-bodied smokiness, but not in a good way. Not in a good way at all. Overall, 4 out of 10, honestly. 2 neat, 2 on ice. That's how it's gonna break down. It just wasn't flavorful. Or I guess I shouldn't say that. The flavors were easy to taste, they were bold, but they weren't good. They were bad flavors. You could taste them, but they tasted bad. So, 2 neat, 2 on ice overall. It's gonna have to go and would not recommend. You know, maybe I'm just not classy enough, you know? Maybe I needed something a little bit more than just a tie. Maybe I'm just not sophisticated enough, haven't drank enough whiskeys to fully understand and appreciate the flavors that are in it. But it really just wasn't there for me. Definitely not worth $400. Nah, not at all. Definitely not worth $400. Not even worth $100. It's probably, I don't know, pay $30 for it. Might not be too mad at it. It's still not great, but it's better. You know, it's better at $30. But yeah, overall, would not recommend the Johnnie Walker Blue Label. It's just not there. It's just not there. Alright. But that wraps it up for this episode of The Sully Show. And like, subscribe, comment, share with your friends. Go get some whiskey. And cheers.